Yeah, g'day, Bush Camping Tools here. Another note on charging the Citizen Eco Drive. Well, how do you go about charging it? Well, you know, if you're wearing the watch every day and you've got a sleeve over it, then that will be reducing obviously the amount of available light to it. And if you're working in an office, that can be a bad thing. And even if you were to take your watch off in the office and put it under the lights, that's not going to do anything, because unless you're going to stick it underneath the lights on the ceiling, it's not going to be enough light to do anything to it. So there's no point in taking it off your wrist. Also, you might get it nicked in the office, depending on what kind of office environment you work in. But obviously, when you're not wearing the watch, you know, to try and get the thing charged up, well, this one's near a window now, and we've got overcast light coming in here. The overcast light I measured is way actually stronger than what appears to be much brighter and stronger LED lights in the house. Now, you know, here there's doubly glazed windows, and they actually reduce quite a lot of light. If I was to put this watch outside on the windowsill, it would get a much brighter light on it. But remember, this is, in this case here, this is winter, and the watch has a limit. You know, that limit is about -10. Obviously, if it's on a living wrist, it's unlikely to go, and protected from the elements, it's unlikely to go down to -10. But, you know, maybe if you're wearing it outside your clothes, you know, in certain parts of the world, it can easily go down to below -10. So, yeah, bear those things in mind. You do have to know something about the operating limits. Now it's 1 degree, 1 to 2 degrees outside. So the solution is, you know, you can charge it up sitting in the fruit bowl like this, opposite a window, as long as it's not in the full summer sun. We're talking about winter sun now. It's an overcast day. There was snow on the ground before. The light is fairly bright coming in through this window here like that. If you're wearing the watch every day and it's under a sleeve, you're just going to have to put it in front of a windowsill, which is much brighter light like this, and sticking it under artificial lights in the house, LED lights. You'd be surprised, even though we perceive that light, you know, some of our indoor lights, to be brighter than outdoor light, it is in actual fact not. So how do I know that this advice is, you know, worthy of paying any bit of attention to? Well, this Citizen Eco Drive you see here, which is working perfectly, is like 22 coming on 23 years old. Yes, it has stopped once in that period, which was just recently. It stopped for almost a year actually, when it fell behind a bookshelf. I wasn't wearing it for a while, but prior to that it had not stopped for, you know, almost 20, you know, a bit over 22 years. And the bezel, as you can see, is missing. It's one of the diving watch models. Bezel just wore out. The mechanism, that ratchet mechanism, wore out, and the thing came off in the surf. But yeah, so this is been running perfectly. We're giving it regular charging, not going crazy, not stick it under too brighter lights or in the full sun of the car dash, which will destroy it. And yeah, so you can get longevity out of these things. When it stopped after 2 days of charging, and then I reset it, okay, according to the manual, I reset the thing, and you can see there, I'm just going to hold the camera steady here, you know, it's not missing a beat here. It's no 2-second thing or anything like that. It's in line. You can see that everything is working perfectly on the thing, with the exception of the bezel, so it's, you know, still keeping great time.